We're live.
Welcome. First story. Trending stories are taking over.
TSTO. Why does he get a bell for that?
Next story.
Everybody get down.
According to the sounds, I'm not doing so hot today.
TSTO.
TSTO thing.
TSTOMG.
TSTO.
That's crazy.
Story time. Whoa! What?
Were our mics on the whole time?
Our mics were on the whole time. I didn't
could
even
have
mute
said
us.
so many things.
You could have said so many things. You might have gotten a bell though,
Well,
but you might not have gotten a bell. You
you can't trust what comes out of this mouth. I had
That is
lunch
true.
and 2 IPAs, so we'll see what's happening.
and that is what I'm talking about. What is happening on people? Happening on? Happening on.
Have
I
you
can't
had
even
2
speak today. I don't know. I just died Dr. Pepper today.
Oh,
so,
man.
what is happening, people of the interwebs? It's Todd Frazier.
I'm Jake Frazier.
And this is Trending Stories taking over, the
really
TSTO
is.
show.
You know, it's a little single tier here.
I know.
For the fact that I saw Cats a week and a half ago and I haven't seen it again since, but also because of the fact that Kris isn't here.
There's no Kris.
There's no Kris. Instead, we could just touch hands.
We could.
But nobody can
But you can't see
them.
it because we don't have it. You know, anyways. But
All right. One bell. Moving on
one
in hot.
bell. You're stepping up.
We got some things that we need to talk
We
about
got some
today,
things we need to
Todd.
talk about. But first of all, I have a question.
Yeah.
You keep talking about Cats.
Cats is so good.
You really, really liked it.
Oh yeah. The movie makes it way more, I don't know, comprehensible than the musical does.
Yeah.
But like other than that, I mean, I just think it's really fun to see Judi Dench sing in like really long pauses. Like there's a song where she's like, "Oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever." And
I don't know why. Like, why would you?
It's so funny.
Subject yourself to that.
I've never laughed harder in a movie theater. I said this last week. I'll say it again. I've never laughed harder in a movie theater.
That seems
You've
a
got to
little
see
bit
it,
far-fetched.
and it's all about
Okay.
ritual sacrifice. So
Well, which I'm totally into.
they just
right?
murdered a homeless cat. Is essentially the end of the movie. Sorry
Wow!
for spoiling that for people.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert, everyone.
You got to go see it for yourself. See if I'm right.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't know if I want to. I'm scared now.
We got an in-studio guest.
We got
today.
it. We do. We got an in-studio guest today. Steve is in the house. Steve,
What up, Steve?
What's going on?
We don't have a
He's
Steve
over
cam
there.
though.
We don't have a Steve. We don't have a Gelman cam today.
Nope.
We need to make sure we have that next time. Hey, make sure we have that next time, Steve.
Yeah, Steve's got to stay on top of that.
Steve needs to stay on top of it.
Steve's the guy that he keeps us all together. Steve
right.
fills the schism.
Yes.
You know?
the TSTO schism.
Right, especially when Kris isn't here, we got to have somebody that keeps us in check, somebody that keeps us in line,
Right.
and somebody that keeps us from talking about cats for an hour and a half.
It's kind of like having a presiding justice over something.
Speaking of which,
I think we probably the thing that's trending across like all the places
the
right
hot
now.
button topic.
The hot button topic.
It's a bright orange topic with some blonde hair that you don't know if it's real or fake or not. Little tiny grubby hands getting on everything.
That's right. It's
tearing up the Constitution.
It's the impeachment trial.
It is.
That is sweeping the nation.
Yeah, you know, Bill
It is
Clinton
trending
step
everywhere.
aside.
Bill Clinton, step aside. You're taking the number 2 spot
Richard
now.
Nixon step aside.
Because the Trump impeachment trial is happening, and it's in the Senate. It's been through the House. It's in the Senate now. But I thought it would be good for us just to check in live.
We got some live footage.
To check in
So
and
we should show the people
what's
this.
going on here. So let's take you guys right now. We're going to take you to the Senate floor, the live feed of the Senate floor, so you can see what's going on here. Here we go.
It's freshly sodded.
It's right. It looks good. So
It's
here,
freshly
let's
sodded.
check it out. Let's check it out.
Nice,
Here we go.
clean lines.
And now McCann's going to meet him.
Oh, he's coming down. Is that Schiff? Which one's McConnell? I can't. Oh, the justice is confused. Now there's lots of pushing, lots of yelling,
Lots of shoving.
I don't see one punch being thrown though. There's no.
I don't think anybody knows if they're right or not.
I think you're right. So that was the impeachment trial.
Man, pretty crazy stuff that's going on there. All I know is that as long as he gets out of the baseline before he scores, he's out.
Yeah, that's a good question. In that scenario, does Adam Schiff score on his home run trot, or is he get disqualified?
I don't know, man. Alec Baldwin comes in costume and everything's topsy-turvy. So,
yeah, that's our live coverage of the impeachment trial. Hopefully it's, I think that was actually better than the actual impeachment trial.
I think so. I think anytime you see the benches clear, it's like, finally, it's hockey again.
That's right. You're just waiting for hockey season.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But even though it's baseball.
even though it's baseball. So, the impeachment is happening, but besides that, there are lots of trending
Let's
other
get a boo
stories.
for the impeachment going on, because nobody knows really what's going on. You see it on your Twitter feeds, and You're just going, okay, maybe I'm the guy from last week that's cleaning his guns because you have no idea what you're going to do about it.
In the corner, hunched over, right?
And all I know is that it's like Twitter says one thing and then Instagram ads say another. So,
and then Facebook says one thing, but then you've got people on Facebook fighting, and then you look at the different news networks.
I think that's what Facebook was built for, is fighting.
Is fighting.
I literally think that probably Mark Zuckerberg had this idea of turning Instagram into Lisa Simpson and turning Facebook into Bart Simpson and just having them fight with croquet rackets.
No, I think actually what it is Facebook is created because Zuckerberg loves bench clearing brawls.
Right.
And he wants to see them daily. Minutely even, constantly.
And he smokes meats. Have you seen that video?
No.
Oh my gosh. There's a live video of Mark Zuckerberg that lasted for like 2 hours, and it's just him with his buds smoking meats in the backyard and like a Traeger or like a green egg or something. Funny. And he says the word smoked meats probably upwards of 250 times.
Is that a deep fake though? You tell us in the comments if that's a deep fake.
No, it is not. Go. I will find it.
No, we're okay. I trust you.
Okay, we got other stuff to talk about.
I don't trust him at all. But the more important thing is there's a lot of, speaking of deep fake and things in technology, and people listening to our show. It sounds like somebody was listening last week when we talked about how rich Jeff Bezos was.
Little Saudi prince with his little prince crown.
Because Jeff Bezos, breaking news, everybody, Jeff Bezos has been hacked by the Saudi prince.
And man, he must be living in a time machine if he heard our show and decided to do this, because this happened in 2018. This is an old story, Todd.
But you know what happened?
This is old news.
You know what happened?
What's that?
Is the Saudi prince heard what we said, and he's like, I'm going to do it again.
Oh.
I think he hit him again.
Hit him again
because Jeff Bezos is literally the richest man, and he got hacked. And now here's the thing that I think is interesting. I was just talking with somebody today about the technology and the voice stuff and Amazon and Chrome and Google and all this stuff, and you giving all this information. People know everything about you. And I think both of us have resigned to say, you know what, we give.
That's fine. I accept all cookies.
Yeah, we accept all cookies. We accept all cookies for sure. But at some level, like, what happened here was Bezos accepted a message that he thought was from the Saudi crown prince.
Well, based on this article, he was talking to the Saudi prince in like friendly conversation for a while, and then all of a sudden the Saudi prince sent him a video that ended up hacking his stuff and taking like 90% of his data.
Yeah, that's not. And over 8 months used that information in lots of bad ways. So basically the moral of this story is don't trust the Saudi prince.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is like we've already heard all this stuff about Nigerian princes, right? And how you don't respond to them.
No.
And this seems like it's just like, maybe if we change, I'm not going to do an accent because that would be racist.
That's right, Jake. That's right.
But then they're like, maybe if we change maybe if we change that first name. If we change that first name, they'll be able to send us lots of money. This is the richest man in the world. We can tell him that we are Saudi
Wait,
prince.
are you Vladimir Putin now?
Oh, it's a combination of the both.
It turns into.
I mean, if you've ever gone to the Middle East, which I never have, so I'm just assuming it's kind of like a combination of like what you see in a 7-Eleven and what happens on the streets of Russia. You've seen dash cam footage, right? 90% of it comes from Russia, and they're like, oh, vodka.
The dash cam comes from Russia.
Yeah, every single one.
Wow.
Go online.
Are they all Russian dash cams?
I don't believe to find them?
No, Jake. Again, I kind of trust you.
All right.
I don't trust you at all. I don't trust you. But I just don't care.
That's your mistake.
I just literally don't care.
When the Papa's Day of Reckoning comes.
Oh, Papa's Day of. So is that guy real? Like for real?
He's wet.
I mean, I know. So if you don't know, we're talking about the former CEO, owner, creator of Papa John's. He was ousted.
Papa John Schnatter.
For using
or Shatner, whichever one you call him.
Or using some language that was inappropriate in a board meeting. Whatever, he got kicked out. And now he's got this campaign of the Day of Reckoning.
Of eating 40 pizzas in 30 days.
That's crazy. Yeah, there's a story that he ate 40 pizzas in 30 days. I don't even know if I can order 40 pizzas in 30 days.
I can conceive the idea.
I mean, the idea, but after like 5 days, aren't you like, ugh.
Pizza again.
I'm done.
I don't know. I ate Round Table's lunch buffet 3 days in a row this last weekend.
Yeah, but it's buffet. You get to like
eat as much as you want. Yeah, so I essentially ate like 5 pizzas in 3 days, which if you do the math, it breaks down to about 40 pizzas in 30 days.
That's okay. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
But
I've never taken a math
if you ate 40
course.
pizzas in 30 days, don't you think you'd kind of like keel over and like have a heart attack? Like, that's like,
well, why do you think he was so sweaty?
He was really sweaty. So, but But this next story.
That's not who we're talking about.
But this next story, we're not talking about Papa John Schnatter.
No. You want to talk about heart failure?
We're talking about heart failure and one of your childhood...
My childhood heroes.
Childhood heroes.
It's Greg Page from The Wiggles.
The Wiggles. Hey, the Wiggles.
Hey, the Wiggles. Hey, the Wiggles. No, Greg Page went into cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
At a reunion show for
during
the Wiggles.
a show.
Yeah, at the
During
very
a
end
show.
of it. Luckily, he made it to the end, right? They had a plan.
If you've seen this guy, this is the guy.
You've seen him younger.
This is Greg Page. Yeah, they all got older.
He's grayed up.
He's
it's like
grayed
the
up.
opposite of glowing up. But it's like a different version of glowing up.
Yeah.
It's like the wisdom that is imparted in this man's brain alongside of the song that goes fruit salad, yummy, yummy.
Fruit salad.
It's insurmountable.
Yummy, yummy.
Yummy, yummy in my tummy. And so like these Australian princes, right?
Yeah.
Not Saudi princes. These Australian princes, these sweet, sweet boys.
Who are the Wiggles?
Yeah, these
Wiggles
sweet,
Australian
sweet
princes, yes.
old men that just love singing to boys. They went on a reunion tour thing, and they tried to raise money for the wildfires in Africa in
Australia, yeah,
right, which is a big
problem.
deal, a big deal.
Problem, yeah.
Let's save them koalas, let's save them kangaroos and the little babies in their pouches,
All the things, yeah.
right? Let's do it. But Greg Page, in his goodness of heart, stopped his own heart.
Because he was trying to give his heartbeats to another?
I don't know. He was putting it all on the line. And he was actually diagnosed earlier in his life, I think a couple years earlier, with orthostatic intolerance, a disorder of autonomic nervous system failure.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, he's already performing with some like serious health issues.
Right.
Right. And he decided, let's all get together. Let's get Anthony. Let's get Jeff. Let's get Murray. Let's all do the thing again. And they finish their set. And as he's walking off stage,
right,
he collapses. And there's
During
a
the
video.
show.
I don't know if you want to show the video.
No, we won't show the video.
But yeah, he collapses on his way off stage. But the thing that boggles my mind about this, they don't cut the mic.
No, you can hear him breathing. If you listen to it, you can hear him breathing really heavily. It's not not a day of reckoning. But the good thing is he's recovering. Like it says right here in the story. It says right where to go. Oh, that's Marilyn Manson. That's not it. In a statement, the Wiggles confirmed that Page has suffered a cardiac arrest. He's had a procedure and is now recovering in the hospital. We appreciate your kind messages and concern. The statement
he is in critical yet stable condition.
Stable condition, but he's in the hospital. I mean, that's like you think about that being on stage. I mean, you're a musician. I'm a musician, and when you're on stage and you're just in the moment, or even if you're in a podcast doing a video, whatever, anything that you're doing at the moment and you're wrapped up in it, and then something starts to go wrong. Oh, that feeling of like, I can't imagine.
It's like the feeling of, okay, something's going wrong, and the fear goes along with that, but also that red hot burning sensation of when you would get called to the principal's office. It's
same idea. I don't know what that's like, Jake.
Well,
I never had that happen.
Oh please, oh please. No, it's all of that combined. It's like the red hot, like, what did I do? There's people watching. Like, we're live right now.
Yeah.
Like, what were to happen if I were to and then I just keeled over? What would happen then?
Well, people would think you're cleaning your gun. People would think you're cleaning your gun.
Got to get off screen so nobody knows. There are no serial numbers. Don't check.
But he's okay, and that's good.
He is okay, that's the best part about it.
He's okay. He's functioning. That's the thing that's good when you hear these sad stories. But yet at the same time you hear that they are gonna be okay in all that. Because that's a scary thing.
Yeah, and I mean, Papa's waging war on his heart. Apparently, so is Greg Page. And I mean, you mentioned Marilyn Manson. Have you seen him recently?
No, I have not. But it is not good.
Swollen up like a balloon. Let me look it up.
Not good. No, we don't need to because
all right, fine.
Because from an entertainer standpoint, it's one thing.
Find it yourself.
It's one thing to have things go wrong live on stage, but it's another when people are talking about you off stage.
Right, and it's also good to be able to keep the bad noise from your ears,
right? Absolutely.
Which apparently 17-year-old Billie Eilish is very good at.
17-year-old Billie. This is a story that you brought to the show, which is great. So Billie Eilish, she has and I've always wondered this. She has this style that is interesting. My daughters are into Billie Eilish. It's they like how she dresses. They like her music. I think her music's pretty good, but she wears baggy, huge clothes. Like she's wearing her dad's sweatshirts. It looks like, and like this over tons of rings and all baggy, like crazy print shirts.
I'm trying to find right here. It says she has a quirky style that's Hot Topic meets Louis Vuitton, which I think is super true.
It's very true. It's very true. But in this article, I always wondered why she did that. What was the thing that really brought her in to do that. But the thing that she says here, which I think is actually really smart, and for as young as she is,
super
this blew
on
me
top
away.
of the game.
This blew me away. She says right here, Billie Eilish won't wears baggy clothes so she won't be body shamed. That is really, really smart.
Yeah, and look at her clout.
Her clout.
She's got clout, but let's look at her quote.
I mean, it's just a big, baggy, airbrushed art T-shirt that she's wearing on stage, and that's her on stage look.
Right,
I've seen it multiple times.
And she says, "I never want the world to know anything about me. I mean, that's why I wear baggy clothes. Nobody can have an opinion because they haven't seen what's underneath." She explained in a new campaign video for Calvin Klein,
and that is from the standpoint of a role model for young girls, because I've been like, Billie's stuff is edgy. Like,
I'm sure. I mean, she has spiders crawling out of her mouth and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Benny's here.
Whoa!
Hey, Ben,
hot chicken wings.
She does eat. You know what? She goes all the way through on hot ones.
She does eat on hot ones all the way through. You know who couldn't do that?
Who?
DJ Khaled.
DJ couldn't make it?
No. Okay, have you seen the video of DJ Khaled getting booed off the stage? I
think
it was some festival. Hilarious, because he doesn't do any of his own music. He just sings other people's songs and he goes, another one.
He's like the Puff Daddy of 2019.
Oh my God, he's awful. And so, like, the thing that I just can't stand about it is he's up there, he's like, I want to get your hands up, and he does nothing. His Saturday Night Live performance was garbage, right?
Yeah. So how do you really feel about him, Jake?
Well, I hate him.
Okay.
His son is already more talented than he is, and I don't think he can walk yet.
Yeah. So, but okay, let's get back to Billie, and
Billie
let's get off.
Ate a lot of hot
Let's
wings.
get off of DJ Khaled because you don't like him. But I think this is actually a really cool thing. I don't know if it's going to get the amount of press that I think it could, because this purpose for her saying I wear baggy clothes, because nobody can body shame me. Nobody can, from an inappropriate standpoint. Like, she's always covered up.
Well, she's not Ariana Grande, right? She's not Nicki Minaj. She's not Beyonce or like a Britney Spears type,
or Cardi B, who had a baby.
Right. Of course, we don't need another one. I'll say it again. But, like, that's the thing is somebody that can go out there and, one, is comfortable enough in their own skin to say, I'll wear whatever the heck I want to.
Yeah.
Right? That's pretty cool.
That's super awesome. I salute you, Billie Eilish, for being confident enough to wear your dad's clothes.
Right. And she says she doesn't want anybody to know if she's slim, thick, or not.
Right.
And that's good to me. But I can tell you, I dated a girl that looked exactly like that's exactly like Billie Eilish, and it's perfectly average.
But you know somebody who has not stayed covered up?
Who's that?
And I think it has affected her relatics along the way, specifically one we're going to talk about right now, is a certain
This is big.
This is big time.
I'm
This is like
thinking about it.
I think we should this is breaking news story status. This is breaking news story status. If you are a Friends fan, which I'm a Friends fan,
if you are a fan of all things hot and smoldering,
you are a fan of Jennifer Aniston or the new show, The Morning Show.
I was talking more about Brad Pitt.
Oh, well, okay. I went.
He's the cutie with a booty.
So
Unlike Billie Eilish.
This story right here. Body language expert says Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston have unfinished business. Whoa! There it is. Unfinished business. Jake, what do you think that unfinished business is?
This is so exciting because they're not getting any younger.
No, oh my gosh, they're not.
No.
They are definitely
Jennifer
getting
Aniston
older.
Is the same.
But did you see her in Horrible Bosses? You see that?
Yes.
She looked really
She
old
was a
in that.
terrible boss.
And then in The Morning Show, she looks like she's 20 years younger. Hey,
well, you know,
Hollywood magic.
That Rachel Green haircut. I mean,
Rachel Green.
It is timeless.
Yeah.
It is timeless. It is the Karen haircut.
So they ran into each other at an awards show.
They met up together.
They met up specifically
backstage.
Yes, they did.
They went and hung out backstage together, like on purpose.
Right.
But one thing that I did read in this article that, I mean, call me uninformed, I didn't really realize is that they were married from 2000 to 2005, or 1999 is what other sources say.
Okay.
To 2005. But then apparently the whole breakup was so public because of the fact that there were cheating rumors with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Because he had just met Angelina Jolie on
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Right.
Yeah. So, which is a great movie, by the way.
Sure, yeah. And I mean, maybe if it sparked a love affair, that's even juicier. You know?
Hey.
But at the same time, it's like, wow, I can now fully understand why it is that Jennifer Aniston would never want to be in the same room with this man. You know, because that's not a cool thing to do, Mr. Brad Pitt and your smile. And
right.
your
So, but let's talk about the body language here of what we're talking about. So there's this lady named Patty Wood says we're not wrong to jump to conclusions according to what she sees. So right here, she says Pitt and Aniston are making a deep connection in the photo. Woods points to Pitt's right hand, which clutches the statue. So right here in the picture, he's clutching the statue right here. And I'm thinking he's clutching that statue a little bit tight there, Jake.
He's clutching it a little tight. Who knows if it's a phallic representation or not? But what I will say is that she does go on to talk about how him holding it below his waist is important because she is more important than the award to him.
Yeah.
And cool.
Right. Yeah.
But then she goes on and she talks about more of like Jennifer's body language, right? Which we're talking about, like somebody that puts it on the table. Billie Eilish shows nothing. The reason why Brad Pitt's so interested is because he's seen all of Jennifer Aniston.
Well, but let's be serious. Most of America has seen a lot of Jennifer Aniston.
I mean, true. I mean,
come on.
I mean, she's not the role model type.
No.
Wait, I should take that back.
Well, I mean, Jennifer Aniston's, she's
a great lady.
I think Jennifer's pretty great. I will say,
a woman of the day.
I'm going to give Ben a bell because Ben commented and he said, if I rang a bell about another woman, my wife would stab me. And so I'm going to ring the bell for you, Ben. Because
staying alive out there. You're
a smart cookie. You're a smart cookie. Luckily, Tammy doesn't watch this live. So, I'll edit it out later. No, she knows I love it, Rachel Green. But this, what does she say about?
And she's been vlogging, so you love her more now.
Yes. Oh, that's Tammy. I love you so much because you vlog.
Because now it's all better.
But she's sick right now. It's so sad.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know.
Really?
Yeah, it's not good.
What happened?
She went. Well, Bailey rolled her ankle, and then so she took her to the hospital.
Bailey rolled her ankle?
Yeah, basketball. Kids and sports. And then so
she doesn't got them high tops. She ain't got those Air Jordans.
She didn't. And then. Well, you can still roll. Anyways, whatever. And then
she wearing
Tammy had to
Converse?
go to the doctor, and then she picked something else up. So now she's down again. Anyways,
brother.
But the body language here, Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. What's your over-under on them getting back together?
My over-under on them getting back together is that the Niners take the Super Bowl by +3.
Hey, the Niners take the Super. That's a hot take.
I think the Niners are taking the Super Bowl +3. And then, you can fight me on that if you want. You can meet me behind the TSTO studio at 3:30. I'll be there.
Do you think that Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston are going to celebrate the Niners win together? That's the other hot take.
There's an issue there because Jen very obviously flaunted her huge rock.
Oh, that's
on her left hand right in front of Brad Pitt's face.
Look at this thing.
It's a massive stone, and I don't even know who the man is. Do you know who the man is?
It may be this guy right here that's standing behind that's staring Brad Pitt down like with a death stare.
The middle school dance chaperone that decided to go with them to Sadie Hawkins. Yeah,
hey, get your hand off that woman.
Hey, stop touching my future wife.
She did not invite that touching.
You're the past husband, I'm the future husband. Let it go.
But so according to Wood, this is the interaction's most powerful moment. She can't leave him completely. Her arm reaches back. It's full extension as she goes. He smiles as she goes, but gently holds on to her. Woods tells OprahMag.com.
This scarily reminds me of some of the horrific Bigfoot erotica that's online.
What? No.
Yeah. It's written in the exact same way. Written in the exact same way.
Is this body language expert the author of Bigfoot erotica?
I mean, come on, people.
I've got to boo the big.
That's a boo. Okay, well, here's the deal. Horrible. Here's the deal. There's one thing, and this is what I'll leave it on. There's one thing that I actually thought was genuinely interesting about this because I've never heard it said before. And in the very first picture, you can see that Jen is like slightly tilted away from Brad, right? And she's got this like weird little I kind of gotta go. But then if you look, you can see Brad Pitt's hand is like clutching her wrist, like don't leave me.
Oh, in the shadows, like you're right.
Don't leave me. Well, basically they never talk about that as being a move of aggression on Brad Pitt's part, but what they do say is Jennifer Aniston, with her being tilted in that opposite direction, is kind of her way of protecting her heart from him subconsciously, which is like, whoa, that's crazy.
She's protecting her heart
because of the fact he cheated on her with Angelina Jolie.
You know what? You get a bell for that.
Thank you.
But you know what else? You know what else? Now David's in the room. So Ben's here. David's here. You're here and I'm here. It's like
it's a
family affair. But so this whole thing is fascinating because I've always been a fan of the Brad and Jen.
Yeah. I've never been able to be like Brad Pitt. Huh. You know, like I've always been like Brad Pitt.
You think he's like up to something?
I think so.
You don't trust him? Kind of like
nobody
I don't trust
can
you?
look that good and not be cleaning his guns on a Wednesday night.
He's hunched over in the corner.
Yeah, he's just
Assume the position, Brad. Oh my goodness. Hey, okay. So yeah, they're a pretty big power couple, I'd say. Wouldn't you say they're a pretty big power couple? Not the biggest by far, because our next story, we are going across the pond because good day, mate. Yeah, you come along here, coming on the cobbles, walking on the cobble street, all slick and oily and shiny like a seal. Is that Australian or
no? It's Cockney, and he walking through a village of shanties.
We're talking about the royal family, guys. The royal family, specifically Harry and Meghan
Tutman,
the Sussexes.
The Sussexes.
Do you call them the Sussexes? Is that how we refer to them?
What is a Sussex?
It's the place that they get.
Well, there's
given.
like a prefix and a suffix, and a Sussex sounds like it's probably in the middle of a word.
No, it's about 30 miles away from Suffolk.
So like Washington, right? It's like Washington. So like it's in the middle. That's a Sussex.
You know what? I'll give you that.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, if you are not aware, the newest member of the royal family is Meghan Markle, who is a actress. I love her on Suits. She's fantastic. I thought she was great. But she got married to Prince Harry. And
mistake.
The pairing, I think, is really interesting. Do you know anything about how they got hooked up? How they got connected? I don't.
Tinder.
Harry swiped right.
They swiped right. Yeah. No. I have
think that might be right.
I have no idea how. They on Tinder you have there's like a.
I don't know. I've never been on Tinder.
There's a thing. There's a thing where it's like you can adjust like the range of people, like how close you are to whatever, and they just went
distance?
They just went like 1,500, like 15,000 miles.
Yeah,
I don't want anybody in between here and Wales.
So, okay, if you're not aware of what's going on with the royal family, so Meghan and Harry got married, which actually my favorite coverage of a wedding ever was the royal wedding coverage done by Funny or Die.
Sorry, I had to fix myself.
Yeah, you fix your Jake. When you have a lot of hair like Jake has, if you're watching this, you can see how much hair Jake has. When you have a lot of hair like that, you got issues. And one of them has to do with wearing headphones.
Another one is waking up in the morning with your hair tie still in and it just being a rat's nest.
I don't know what that's like, but I'm sure it's
I just make squeaking noises in the mirror.
So they get married, and the coverage from Funny or Die. Have you ever seen Cord and Tish with Will Ferrell and superstar, what's her name? From Saturday Night Live.
DJ Khaled.
No, not DJ Khaled. Anyways.
Cecily Strong.
No. Older.
Kristen,
not Kristen Wiig.
Okay. Kate McKinnon.
It sounds like. No. Keep coming.
Vanessa.
No. Molly Shannon.
Molly
Shannon. Yeah.
80 Bryant.
No, it's Molly Shannon. It's
Melissa
Will Ferrell and
Villaseñor.
Molly Shannon, and they started with the Rose Parade.
Michael Che?
No, it might be Michael Che in disguise. Anyways, so they covered the royal wedding. And that's the only reason I know about it, because it was a spoof coverage of the royal wedding. So I watched it. But it was interesting because an American marrying a royal was a big deal, and it was this whole thing.
It's a thing fairy tales are made.
And so now it's been like assuming the relationship is going well, which it sounds like they are
Just look at that picture.
They're exiting the royal family.
Look at that picture.
I know. Look at the picture. There it is.
They are you came up with a really funny name for it.
I can't take the credit.
No,
I can't take the credit. I got it from the internet.
Oh no, MEGXIT.
It's MEGXIT.
It's MEGXIT.
It's MEGXIT because they're leaving the royal family. They're leaving their royal duties.
True.
Now this is really hard to sidestep that duties thing.
Royal duties.
Would they be dressed up and fancy?
It's what happens when you eat at Burger King at 1 a.m. and then the next morning you gotta excrete some logs.
That's your royal duties. But they're leaving the royal family, and they're giving up a lot. Now, the research that I did on how this all happened is it has to do a lot with Meghan getting flack because she's American, because she's African American, there is a lot of racial tones within. It's not in this story.
I do not mean to be controversial and or racist. I love all black people. She's black?
Yeah, she is.
How much?
I have no idea. I think she's.
We're gonna look this up.
She is. But so there has been some racial slurs, and there has been a ton of media coverage.
Okay.
Like, it is paparazzi crazy with Meghan over in Britain and here and in Canada, wherever she is, because she's a movie star, TV star, and she is now a princess in the royal family, or the Duchess of Sussex, whatever. But the problem is it's being the negativity, and the paparazzi is coming at her with such power that what I heard is Harry's getting flashbacks of when his mom was murdered, run off the road. You know, she got into an accident because of paparazzi. That's why Princess Diana died.
Whoa.
So the theory is that Harry is protecting his wife and now their child, because he sees shades of what happened to his mom.
Okay. Best reality TV show ever, or scripted TV show. Like, we could take this in a Dexter route.
We could, you know what? They might be taking it in a Dexter route, because they just inked a deal with Netflix.
Whoa.
Meghan and Harry inked a $72 million deal with Netflix.
Well, I mean, if they're trying to become financially independent, they got it.
Because when they leave the royal family, they lose their titles, but they
Right.
also lose a lot of all of that income. Now,
Right. And
Meghan,
also, the respect is gone. The respect
Yeah.
by the royal family is like, I mean, I can only imagine, just with like tradition that's been
Right.
set up there, that people are just gonna
Tradition.
yeah, exactly. Tradition. I can only imagine that if I was a rich man, that these people are just like, no, you need to get out of here. Right.
Yeah.
Like we don't, if you don't want anything to do with us, then you are dead. Like, you're dead.
well,
to
and
us.
it's not that harsh of a cutoff, but they're talking about taking. I mean, it's not over yet.
But it doesn't help that Meghan Markle is 50% black. I just looked that up and I
Yes.
found that. But then also, it doesn't help that she's American, right?
No, that does not help
No,
at all.
that does not help at all, because it's just like, it's the revolution all over again.
But I will say, financially, they're going to be fine, because
they're
Meghan,
totally gonna be fine.
and Harry's and him, all of that stuff. But
It's keeping up with
it
the
has the thing that I find
cobblers.
that's interesting. It's keeping up with the what?
cobblers,
The Sussexes.
Sussexes.
Yeah, keeping up with the Sussexes.
Keeping up with the Sussexes.
But it's what it is it's them taking a stand, saying Harry's seeing something that is like this. I feel like I've been here before.
Right.
We need to get out of this. I do not feel good raising a family in this.
It's Dexter in that shipping container.
In that ship. I don't think that's where they'd go.
Yeah,
really.
yeah. Because he's like, this happened to my mom.
But they're taking it out and they're being like, okay, I guess I do see what you're saying.
Right.
There
No
with the-
chainsaws allowed.
That's right. No chainsaws allowed. Absolutely. But they've left. They're moving to Canada, and they signed a $72 million deal with Netflix. And I'm really curious as to what they're going to do with that. Like, what are they? Is it going to be the Harry and Meghan show?
I don't know.
Is it? I mean, there is. So right here. So after many months of reflection and internal discussions, we have chosen to make a transition this year to starting to carve out a progressive new role within the institution. That is what they said to get out of the royal family. And that sent waves because they did it on Instagram.
You know, this is giving me a lot of vibes of like one of those girls that there's a frog in my throat. Ribbit.
You should ask him to leave.
Brexit my throat, please.
Megxit.
Megxit my throat. Throat sit my throat, please. This reminds me a lot of like one of those girls that has like tarot cards, right? And then they like take them away from like the Christian family, like they take the Christian boy away from the Christian family, like like one of my exes. We're learning a lot about my exes today.
This is deep.
This is really
so Jake,
deep.
how does this make you feel?
Well, you know, I look into that apparently half black face of Meghan Markle, and I go, wow. Like, are you stealing him away, or was this all his idea?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's a combination, because she's feeling a lot of pressure from what's going on with the press and stuff, and Harry's having flashbacks, and I think it's just the perfect storm. They're saying, you know, we're going to stay united. We're going to get out of here, and oh, by the way, we're going to sign a $72 million deal with Netflix. Like,
and you can keep your tarot cards, baby.
Can you imagine being in that place where it's like, we're going to leave.
We'll go from one thing of wealth and riches to another thing of wealth and riches.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Like, what strings do we have to pull?
I don't know, but so right here it says right here, the streaming giant would be interested in an Obama-style streaming.
That's racist.
With the Duke and Duchess of Sussex,
racist.
Right? Why do you say that?
Because I don't know of any Netflix thing that Obama's had.
No, but they're going to.
They're going to.
And Obama was on Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee with Jerry Seinfeld.
That's very true. That's very true.
And actually, I like that episode.
That
Did you see that?
Barack Obama is a cool guy.
You know what? I have to say I agree.
He's a cool guy. Like he can like take his shirt off in public. He doesn't have the whole Billie Eilish complex where he can like go out there. He can take his shirt off in public. Well, he's not. He's also not a woman. So there's
right, that makes it very much of a culture.
That's a very different thing. But like he can go out there and he can like canoe. Right? Yeah, and he's just
canoe.
Ripped. Yeah, he's just ripped
right.
guy.
Okay. Wait, is he trying to get a rowing scholarship to USC?
Oh, brother!
I don't think
Aunt
or for his
Lori,
daughters.
Aunt Lori's got a problem. Going on
No.
Apparently, that's like how much it costs for her to get her kids in there is the same thing as like Obama going out and canoeing,
right?
Just for fun.
But there's lots of things that are happening with this MEGXIT situation, with the Harry and Meghan leaving the royal family, and there's lots of people that are upset about it. But I think the most interesting group of walkouts that are happening,
not the people that walked out of Cats,
is not the people that walked out of Cats, which you weren't. You weren't one.
I shamed the people that do that.
You were strong.
I enjoyed it.
Yes, absolutely. Eric Nielsen is here, and he says it's his favorite podcast. So, Eric,
this is his favorite podcast.
I agree with you.
Whoa!
But the walkout is not only happening with humans, Jake.
No,
the walkout is happening with the walking sharks. Are the newest branch of the shark family tree
in the world,
and they've come around because they're walking out on the royal MEGXIT. Can you believe that?
You know, you sent me this story and I was like, this can't be real. And then I was like, oh, wait, a story about walking sharks. That's real. See what I did there?
Yes,
I made a little jokey joke about the whole MEGXIT
I see
thing.
that. You know what? I'm going to give you a bell for that.
That wasn't even a good one. You
Danny asks, what's with all the beldings? Danny, I give beldings when things are said that are good or funny or to make Jake mad because I didn't give one to him.
Accurate.
It's like currency. It's like the TSTO.
But for the podcast.
TSTO money is bell. TSTO coin. TSTO.
The bells are our money.
Ooh.
So are the applauses. The bones are the skeleton's money. So are the worms. Skeletons are coming to pull your hair up, but
back
not
to the
out. Not out.
Back to the walking sharks. Ed, what's going on? Hey, Ed, Mr. Hamzy. Hey, your puppy's super cute there, buddy.
Time for Jake to cut his...
Oh, Ed, no, I don't think that's going to happen. Jake might just leave because he said that.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, Ed. Thought about it.
No, he's not going to cut his hair. He's too rock and roll.
I am too rock and roll. I would never cut it short.
No.
But I would definitely cut it shorter than this.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens at
We're
your next show.
talking about walking sharks right now.
But walking sharks, do they cut their hair? I don't know.
No.
Walking sharks.
Take that, Ed.
They're land sharks. It actually is a family of sharks that have evolved to walk on land.
Man.
Are you like, is this for real?
Danger.
Do you really think it's for real?
Danger. This is the new Jaws that's
Baby
coming
shark.
up.
That's right.
Baby shark becomes danger shark. If it can walk, right?
I give you a bell
You better
for that.
hope you can run.
That's right.
That's all I can say.
Can you imagine being chased on, like, Sharknado? Love Sharknado. But if there was walking sharks in a Sharknado.
Do you love Sharknado?
I do. It's so good. It's a guilty. I'm giving myself a bell for that. Danny says, but you're always funny. I watch you instead of TV. Danny, I love you so much. And I
remember
agree,
when Jake was Aladdin. Where are these digs coming from?
Jake was Aladdin, you guys. He was Aladdin in a school play.
I dyed my hair dark brown, and I got a spray tan, but we don't talk about it.
Oh, we got to, you know what? We got to bring in some footage of that because I know we've got it somewhere. We got it somewhere.
That was the most, no, we can't. That was the most like semi-racist thing I've ever done, and it wasn't even to my knowledge that I was doing it.
So should we bring you in as Gaston from Beauty and the Beast then?
Oh my God.
There's so much great stuff, but back to walking sharks.
Okay.
So these sharks are walking, and so here's the thing I wonder about walking sharks.
Right.
Like, where do they put their wallet?
They have
Like,
a chain.
how do they have a chain
They're all in the
wallet?
scene. They're all in the scene. They're scene kids.
They just stick it in their gill. They're like, is there? So are walking sharks amphibious then? Like, I don't even understand.
Yeah, that's something that's really interesting to me too. Is like, are they amphibious? Can they breathe the air? Are they similar to a dolphin? Do we have sharks all wrong? Are they people too? And that I can't get behind that.
Are
because,
they people too?
Yeah, look, it's a shark. Shark thinks it's people. Shark thinks it's people. No, but like it says that they're supposed they use their little like fins that become like feet to walk on reefs.
Here's a video
which are
of
underwater.
a shark that
dear
is
Lord.
above water.
Oh dear Lord.
And he's moving. He's laying there like he's sunning. He's like a reptile.
Yeah, they compared it to a gecko earlier.
Oh,
in
okay,
the
that's
article.
interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah. But this is pretty much specifically indigenous
There
to
it is.
Australia.
And there he
correct?
is. He's yeah, but if they can walk, they'll get on a plane and get over
anywhere.
here.
Yeah. They just got to get a passport and a green card. Do it legally or don't do it at all.
Eric repeated your quote, most semi-racist thing I've ever done. Eric, you get a big old bell for that. I'm gonna give you some applause.
We gotta get Eric in here on the show.
We do. You know what? We do need to get Eric on the show.
He's out here indefinitely now, so we gotta.
He is.
Yeah.
Eric,
we gotta get
you gotta
him
come to
in.
the studio, man. You gotta sit in third chair. We have so much fun.
12:50. No, I'm not gonna tell you.
No, do not put it out.
This is crazy. Okay, but it's taking forever to walk.
It's super slow. Like, I would not be afraid of running from this thing. Like, look at him. He's like he's more like.
It's like every Walking Dead zombie ever. Oh wait, picking up the pace.
Oh, there he goes.
Picking up the pace.
There he goes. But he's not. But he's just using his fins. He
Okay,
doesn't-
okay.
I was
Can you do
expecting
me-
feet.
True. Can you do me a real solid though?
What is it?
Can you look up the Jesus Christ lizard?
Oh yes, the guy that walks on water.
Yeah. So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's a true terror of
Of
like
yours?
no, of just amphibious creatures that we need to be concerned about, right? And so I think that it's important to be able to put certain things into perspective. Like, is this shark a serious threat to our humanity? Is this shark a serious threat to our livelihood? Are they going to start taking our jobs? Like, what is going to happen?
What
with
about
these sharks?
this guy?
Yeah, but seriously, you need to watch out.
He's just hanging out.
This is the Jesus lizard.
And he's just hanging out.
And
He's on a
chilling.
branch. He's on a
He's
rock.
chilling.
He's on a rock. He's just bobbing that head. He's listening
to
to DJ
metal
Khaled.
music. No, not
Yeah,
even
DJ
close.
Khaled for sure.
This is
Look
one
at
of the
him.
most metal lizards of all time, and you'll see exactly
just
why
hanging
here in a
out.
second.
But
Here in
I'm
a
not
second.
sure. Oh,
He
there's
sees a little fly.
dragonfly.
Oh, head
What's
tilt
he
like
gonna
a
do now?
dog.
He see red dragonfly.
Little hungry. He might be getting a
he's
little
thinking about a
hungry.
snack, probably about dinner time.
There he goes.
And then
there
he
goes. Boom. Wait,
And
show it.
It's
They
not
gotta
even gonna
show
show
him.
him. It's not even going to show
No,
him.
it is going to show him.
It is it?
It
Are you
is.
sure?
It is.
I don't think so.
Oh,
there's a
snake predator got to run away.
Uh-oh.
See, that's
Where's he
another
gonna
thing.
go?
It's the moment snakes get legs, I'm gone.
Oh, no, those are lizards.
True. Did I? There it is. There it is. There.
Oh,
Wow.
look at him run.
Oh man.
Look at him run.
Man, they must be so buoyant.
Can you believe like he's actually walking on water? He is officially
Holy
the Jesus
cow.
Christ lizard. That's crazy.
Eric says that lizard is also called the basilisk.
Oh, all right.
Which
The
is,
official.
I mean, cool.
Eric knows his reptiles.
The amount of stuff we could learn from him if he just came in one day would be amazing.
It really, that would be good.
It'd be like,
Eric, you come in here. Do you know Professor Eric?
Yeah, we just got to put the little Nat
we just
Geo
need to have
logo
a
in the
Professor
corner.
Eric segment. Except for we just use our globe symbol for TSTO and then put trending science. Trending science.
Trending science.
But you know what? You know what, Jake? I think we've gotten to the end of all the stories.
I don't know that we have because right here I have the lyrics to "Girl from Ipanema." You want me to say them?
I don't think that's part of the
Tall
show.
and
I don't think
tan
that's
and
the
young and lovely.
No,
The
we're
girl
not singing.
from Ipanema.
I don't think that's how it goes, Jake.
Yeah, it is.
But
And
you
when
know
she
what?
passes, each one she passes goes ah.
TSTO thing.
Jake, it's been a great show.
You know,
Minus the lyrics to that.
she looks straight ahead, but not right at
You guys,
me.
we appreciate you being here. We appreciate you listening. Make sure you go to tstoshow.com to check out more. Subscribe on YouTube.
Subscribe on YouTube.
On iTunes.
Follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram. There's a competition.
Competition.
We're extending it to the end of February, so don't feel rushed, but be rushed. Tell your friends. Get in here. Trending stories are taking over. And
Go
we
fund
can't talk-
Planet Cosmos, 77%. We can
That's
do it,
right.
boys.
Go get them. All right. Thanks for being here. I'm Todd Frazier.
I'm Jake Frazier.
And this is Trending Stories Taking Over.
Good night.
Bye.